Watch out, Missouri. And I said to myself, if Mitz comes, and I said this also to Bistra, if Mitz comes,
Hey, that's it, Mitch.
Mitch, I can't hide from you, man.
Hey, Mitch. Last time I saw you, you were in my gym.
Mitsuru.
How are you, sir?
What's up, Mitsuru Okabe?
Right here.
Hi, Mitsu.
Mitsuru, what's happening, man?
Hey, Mitz. How are you, Mitsuru? Welcome to World Famous Mitz TV. Thank you very much for watching. Today, I like to talk about Shawn Ray. How about that? I clearly remember first time I met him. I believe that was 1990, February, sometime almost close to the end of February 1990. I believe that was very first annual Ironman Invitational IFBB professional contest. At the backstage, I saw him. Actually, that was the first time I met him in person. Then I think what I know about Shawn Ray is when he won 1987 the Nationals, NPC Nationals, when he won light heavyweight and overall, he won Nationals 1987. Then I had the videotape of that competition. Then I watched it so many times in my room. Back then, I was just one nobody. I just watched that tape at a small apartment room in the Tokyo, downtown Tokyo. I was there then, like a very small room. I had the video of 1987 NPC Nationals. Then I watched that Sean's, free pose, routine. Round 4. Was it round 3? I forgot. But anyway, his pose, I watched so many times. Famous with the song. That was the song called I'm Not Going or something like you know that song with his routine, it was great. Then it was kind of funny with the very interesting for me with the he using almost the full length of that song at the 1987 Nationals at the night show. That was a amateur contest, and he used the full song, and the length was almost closer to 4 minutes or something like that. Then what I know, with the most of the regular contest for the amateurs, that limitation is about a minute or a minute and a half, for each competitors, because a lot of competitors, so many different classes, but hey, that was Shawn Ray, showing up on stage. Then I know him from that competition, but the first time I met him in person was 1990 professional Ironman contest held at Redon Beach, nearby the Los Angeles International Airport. Aviation Art Performance Center or something like a name of. Then he was there. Actually, I believe he didn't compete in 1989. He pro debut for Shawn was 1988. 1988 Night of Champion he competed. I forgot what place and he got, but like 1988 Mr. Olympia. I was just one of the spectator. That was the first contest and maybe last contest I purchased a ticket to be in, to watch the competition. 1988 Mr. Olympia held at Universal Studio in Hollywood over there. That was fun. Very first one I watched professional contest. I mean bodybuilding contest. So, that was a time that Lee Haney winning, so many times. And I think he won 8 times, right? He actually retired in 1991, so it should be 98. 88 is Lee Haney's 7th? No, 5th? You can calculate, But anyway, that was a time, a Lee Haney winning. And the Gaspari coming up in 85, and, Labrada was there. Then the Shawn's debut for the Olympia stage, but he was quite off on that contest. Then he coming on stage and using the same song when he won 1987 nationals, but he stopped in the middle. When he won the nationals light heavyweight, he used the whole song and a great performance, but 1988 Mr. Olympia, he stopped in the middle of that song. Then maybe he knows he's off. Then he got I think disappointment. 13th, I think he placed 1988. Then he skipped whole year 1989. Then he returning, needed to win season opener of the 1990 I am an invitational contest. That was the very first contest starting up in 1990. I mentioned that that was held every year at the end of February. Actually, the week before the Arnold Classic started happening in 1989, I believe. Anyway, that was a contest. I met him in person. Actually, I just started about a few months back, like late 1989, I started work as a reporter for the Japanese bodybuilding magazine. Then I got my press pass to get in that contest. Then I had access to go to the backstage. Then I went to the backstage. Actually, whole show is over. Shawn winning that contest, no problem. Then I went to the backstage and I tried to talk to him. I couldn't speak this much back then. I'll be honest. As you know, I'm Japanese and English is my second language. And still, I do have a strong Japanese accent. But back then, it was much worse, I couldn't speak this much. But anyway, I tried coming up to him, Shawn, and Shawn tried taking his oil off, like his friend wiping his back and thing. Then I close up him, then I ask him politely, can I take your picture kind of thing, like it's the same, as all Japanese visitors, like asking everyone, right? But anyway, I asked him in the backstage at the Ironman contest, can I take your picture? Then he said, oh yeah, then actually that picture, I put him on the cover of the Japanese bodybuilding magazine. That was kind of unique cover cause he had, like he not a pose on the stage or anything. He just like wink like this, and his friend wiping his back and like in the backstage, like kind of unique shot, like I got, that was a second cover I got for the Japanese magazine. But anyway, that was the first time I met him in person. Then since then, somewhat, like I kind of getting close with him. Then I become his family photographer. I think like all the time when he got a party, housewarming party, Christmas party, whatever the get together thing happened with them. He invites me as a photographer, taking the pictures. Like I one time I got his whole family get together. Then like got the Christmas family picture I shot, and he got like famous with he loved many toys. Like I mean cars. He got his Mercedes and sometime Lotus. Sometime he got Rolls Royce and others. Then like he just displayed those like cars in front of his house. Then I know just a little bit about how to take architectural pictures. I mean house pictures. I learned from the photographer named Paul Jonathan. He is great photographer, work for the House of Brews, many different real estate magazines. Then I was a pupil of him at one point. Then I learned many technique, how to shoot architectures, kind of stuff. Then I displayed his cars and his motorcycle Harley Davidson and others. Then I spread out the water, like on the surface. Then I, got a great picture with his brand new house.